Hi yogis, welcome to my channel Intuitive Yogi. I'm Jamie. For today's practice, it's a quick flow for some energy, strength, and toning just to get you going for your day or after your busy work day. It's a great one to do either time of day. So meet me down on the mat here. We're going to start on our knees actually, because we're just going to do a little stretch of the bottom of our feet. So if this is too intense for you and you want to come down a little bit, that's fine. If you want to come all the way up and tuck your toes. And what you want to do, you're just aligning yourself right now, just working on some posture and then stretching up the bottom of the feet. Maybe you take a moment just to kind of come into the practice. Just focusing on your breath for a few moments here. Again, stretching the underside of your feet. We don't give a lot of love or attention to this area, even though we're walking around on our feet all day. So it's a good way to kind of stretch. And it can be a little intense for some people, so if you need to back off of it, that's fine. Maybe you roll your shoulders back and down. On an inhale, go ahead and take a big breath, come up on your knees. Exhale, back down to kneeling. Inhale again, all the way up. Exhale, come down. Inhale one more time, bring your arms up, and then exhale. Coming to your hands and knees, we'll do some cat-cow, just a little warm-up here. Inhale, bring your chest through the gate of your arms. Exhale as you round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your spine. About 3 more of these. Inhale, push that ground away. Exhale, round. Let's do one more. Inhale. Bring that chest through the gate of your through your arms. Exhale, round spine. Push that ground away. Give me your best little scared cat, Halloween kitty. And then come to a neutral spine. Extend your right leg back behind you. Let's give it a little stretch here. Working on keeping your belly button into your spine so you're not dropping. You're lifted. I like this. One of my favorites in terms of a good stretch. And then on an inhale, bring that leg all the way up. Exhale, let it drop to the opposite side. Over your left leg, and maybe you look behind you again. Keep that belly in. Trying not to let things drop or droop. And then inhale, bring that leg back up. Let it come down. And then switch sides. So your left leg is going to push out. Tuck your toes. Maybe you rock back and forth. During this practice, take any modifications. Go at your pace if you need to. If you want to speed up or slow down. Inhale, lift that back left leg up. Drop it over to the other side, and then maybe look behind you. Check out your cute toes. Mine are red today. All the while making sure you're breathing through these exercises. On your next inhale, you're going to lift that back leg back up, and then bring it down. And let's push into a quick child's pose. On your next inhale, come back up to your hands and knees, neutral spine. And then we're going to go into our downward dog. Bring your hands, one hand put in front of you. Tuck your back toes. And then you're gonna push your hips back and lift them up to the ceiling or the sky. Downward dog. Maybe you paddle out your legs a little bit. And from here, we're gonna do some plank rolls. You can also option just to stay in your downward dog or hang out in hands and knees. So on an inhale, you're gonna roll your spine one vertebrae at a time, forward, high plank, exhale, push back. We're gonna do about 4 or 5 of these. Inhale, roll forward. You got this. Exhale, push back. Lots of strength in your shoulders here. Inhale, come forward. And then pushing back, rounding your spine. Again, if this is too much and you just want to stay in a plank or a downward dog, you can. Inhale, come forward. High plank. Exhale, push yourself back. Round that spine. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, come forward. You got this. Exhale, push back. You guys are awesome, I can tell. And then this time, inhale, come forward. Hang out in your plank. And this time I want you to bring your left leg forward. You might have to take a couple steps, or maybe you can do it all in one. Bring it to meet the top of the mat next to your right hands. Keep that planted. Option to bring the back knee down or keep that leg lifted. But we're gonna go into revolved lunge. This is a great full body toning exercise, or pose I should say. Maybe you look down, maybe you keep your head up. You want that knee at 90 degrees. You want that back leg lifted unless you choose to modify and have it down. Either way, you get the benefit of the pose. Beautiful yogis. Lots of strength. Ooh, cheek base. Exhale, bring that hand down, and then let that leg come back to meet the other one. So that left leg's gonna come back, hang out in your plank, push into your downward dog, walk it out. You got this. This is a lot of upper body stuff. On your next exhale, bring yourself forward again. Roll to your plank. Bring that right leg forward, where that right hand would be, and inhale to lift that right arm up, revolve opposite. Back leg is lifted, option to bring it down. Push the ground away. Lots of energy goes into that front foot actually. Lots of strength in that arm. You got this, yogis. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, can you lift a little bit? Exhale, bring that right arm down next to that right foot. Step back. Push into your downward dog. Excellent. Hang here. We're gonna do a little bit more. Gonna take your left hand and reach it back to your right knee, right calf or shin, maybe your right thigh, wherever it goes. But you're also working on keeping your hips neutral. So you don't want to lean too far to one way. Lots of strength here. And let's go ahead and switch. Bring that left arm to plant. Right arm to reach back. Maybe you're looking up underneath your armpit here. If you want to skip this one, you can. Go ahead and hang out in downward dog. You can always take a child's pose to break. Let go. Bring that right hand back down. Come into your plank. Drop your knees. Child's pose briefly for a break. Inhale, come back up. We're gonna push into another downward dog. Tuck your back toes, lift your hips. Beautiful, yogis. We're gonna walk to the top of the mat, a few steps. Hang in your forward fold. Make sure your battery is working in your microphone. Grab opposite elbows if it feels good. Swaying. Exhale all that air out. Let it go. On an inhale, you're gonna come all the way up. Arms come up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale again. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then one more as we stand up here. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do one more. Inhale, and then we're gonna dive forward. Take a flow. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back into a plank. All the way down. Now you can option to bring your knees down for a modification or stay in a full plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Push back into your downward dog. Bring that right leg all the way up in the air. And then step it through. And meet me in your high lunge. So you're going to bring your arms up with you. High lunge. Beautiful, yogis. Open to your warrior two. In warrior two, make sure your shoulders are back and down. You're looking over your front arm. Knee is as close to 90 degrees as you can. But the biggest thing is you don't want to go one way or another over your ankle. You want it straight over your ankle so you can see your big toe. Drop the back arm, flip that front palm, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle, so come forward. Let that right arm rest gently on your thigh. Bring that left arm up and over. You're lifting. On your next inhale, arms come back out. Meet me in warrior two. Back up. Lean into that warrior two. Now we're gonna go into our triangle. Come as far forward as you can with that front arm. Drop the right arm. Bring the left arm up. Straighten the right leg. Excellent. Maybe you look up. You're in your triangle. Maybe you look down because the sun's really bright today. So option for either. Bring yourself back to your warrior two. We're gonna just flip sides here. So you're gonna rotate. Actually, you can bring your hands to your hips. Point your left foot forward. And then bring your right foot, which is your back foot now, on an angle. And you're sort of pushing out onto your outside edge of your foot. Check your battery. Bring your arms all the way down, step back into a high plank, and then push into your downward dog. This time you're gonna bring that left leg up, three-legged dog, bring it forward, step through, come on up to high lunge. Drop that back foot or pivot that back foot down, open to your warrior two. Shoulders are back and down. You're looking over your front arms. Back arm is lifted. Shoulders are over hips. Knee is at a 90 degree or as close to as you can. Drop your back arm, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Come forward. Let your left forearm rest gently on your thigh. You're not leaning into it. You don't want to collapse. Right arm comes up, extended side angle. Come back to your warrior two. Exhale, let that back arm come out. Front arm forward. Take an inhale. Exhale as you bring yourself as far forward as you can. Straighten that front leg. Drop that bottom arm. Top arm comes up. Triangle. Option to have your hand resting on your leg here. What part is that? Your shin. Option to look up. Making sure you're not locking your knee too much. Just a gentle bend is fine. And I don't want you collapsing into it. Make sure you're nice and lifted for your triangle. Lots of core work here. Beautiful. Come back to your warrior two. Bring both toes to point in just a little bit so you're pigeon-toed, hands on your hips. As you exhale, you're going to fold forward, hinging at your hips for your wide leg forward fold. Always feels good after your warrior stance. Maybe you grab opposite elbows and sway. Maybe you walk your hands back a little bit behind you. Exhale, making space, let it go. Just hang. On your next inhale, with the straight back, bring yourself about halfway up. Hands on your hips. Bring yourself all the way up. Strong core to lift. Walk your feet in. Bring yourself to the top of the mat. And we're going to come all the way down this seated position. Hands come underneath or behind your knees. And you're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Go ahead and bring your knees in. Check your microphone as it's working. All the way down. And give yourself a hug. Now this time, what you're going to do is hold on to your right leg just below the knee. I don't want you to put pressure on the knee itself, but just below, and extend your left leg out, keeping your low spine pressed into the ground. And then let your leg hover just a little bit. This is great action for your core. And then maybe you open up that leg into sort of a diagonal, almost aligning with your shoulder as you open that up for just a stretch on the inner thigh. And a little bit of core work as you have your leg lifted just a little off the ground. Back is flat, pressed into the ground. Then on an exhale, take your opposite arm or your opposite hand, which is your left hand, and rotate that right leg over that left leg and drop it to the other side and look over your right shoulder. Just take a stretch here. See if you can relax a little bit. Tend to hold some tension in my glute area. I'm going to try and mentally relax it there. Next inhale, bring that leg back up. And go ahead and plant that foot. Bring your left knee up and in. Again, not with your hand on your knee. I don't like that. I like to have it just behind or below the knee. And you're going to open up so that the knee is sort of on a diagonal as you bring it into your chest. Extend your right leg long. Let it hover. Don't let it touch the ground. Pull your core in. Flat back against the ground. A little bit of core work. Doesn't feel like a lot, but you're working all kinds of little muscles down there. Back is flat against the ground. Leg is slightly lifted. Left leg is open, stretched. And then as you exhale, bring that left leg over your right. Extend your left leg out opposite, or your left arm out opposite way. And look over your left shoulder. And take a moment. And just kind of let your leg fall where it falls. It's okay. All you're doing is kind of relaxing here. If you find that you've taken up a lot of space, exhale all that air out. Let it go. And then inhale to bring that left knee back up. And also bring your right knee in now. A little bit of roll action here. Maybe a happy baby. So you're going to grab opposite. Some people like to grab peace fingers with their toes, big toes. Some people can grab opposite or outside of the feet. And you're just going to go into your happy baby. Now, option to bring your knees in and roll a few times to come up to a seated position, or if you just want to gently bring yourself up by rolling to one side and coming up, I'm going to roll to my seated position. Sit up. Check the microphone. Perfect. We'll do a few more little exercises here. So arms are going to come up all the way and come to heart center. Exhale. Let it go. Arms are going to come up on an inhale. Exhale, drop your right arm, extend long on your left side. Exhale, let that left hand come down. Inhale, bring that right arm up, same thing. Extend long though on your right side. Open your shoulder, open your chest. And then exhale, let that come down. Inhale, both arms are going to come up and you're going to rotate your entire torso over to your right. Drop your hands. Left hand comes to rest on your right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Gentle twist. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, over to the other side. Again, gentle twist. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, let your hands come down to heart center. Beautiful yogis. Let your hands come open on your knees. Eyes can be closed or open, or a soft gaze. Maybe you want to repeat after me this mantra. Maybe you have your own mantra that you're working on today. But if it suits you, feel free. to repeat after me. I am light. I am love. I give love. I receive love. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today.